Hello! Welcome to the third Let's Play of Space Engineers, where Boyd and I have been playing cooperatively to construct this void crawler, this giant spaceship, which we have named the void crawler. We started on the big red spaceship crashed into an asteroid map, and the original big red ship was down there somewhere. And we've torn the ship apart for spare parts, and we've mined the heck out of this asteroid and lots of nearby asteroids to build this, the Void Crawler, and we are finally ready to launch the ship. Before we do, we've also constructed this beacon, which is on a space station block, so this will be staying behind. This beacon marks sector 000, which is the GPS coordinates of this asteroid. And these two solar panels should be sufficient, should provide sufficient energy, since they're facing the sun, to power this beacon, even though it is broadcasting at its maximum range. And this beacon will forever mark where Boyd and I have spent, we figure probably 50 hours apiece, so over 100 man hours on this asteroid building this ship. And we're gonna fly the ship away today, and we may never come back here. It's kind of weird to have spent so much time at this place, and we may leave and never come back again. I have also made a little plaque here, so if we ever do come back to read this, it will read: on this asteroid, Captain Todd and First Officer Boyd crash-landed the Big Red Ship. Over many months, that ship was cannibalized and nearby asteroids mined to construct the Void Crawler. Now, on May 31st, 2015, we depart this rock. May the solar winds be ever at our back. We are now preparing for
damaged rear armor, and then
what's that?
Unless we have damaged rear armor.
Oh well, yes. Well, that plaque is very optimistic. It's assuming the launch is successful, and that we don't immediately just shake apart and explode. The ship has been moored to this station block on this asteroid ever since we began initial construction, and it has never been undocked from this block, so there's a very good chance that when we disconnect this, it could all just explode. We have no idea. But the ships have been stowed, and First Officer, have all final preparations been made for final departure?
That is correct.
Can you think of anything else we need to do before we leave?
Nope, we've got our guns, we've got our engines, we've got supplies, we've got oxygen. I think we're okay. We're ready to pressurize the ship and ready to turn the engines on whenever you're ready.
Alright, I'm going to grind down the landing gear first. Hey, did you ever build a bathroom? It's going to be a long trip.
It's going to be a long trip in hindsight.
Alright, the landing gear has been grinded down. The Void Crawler is now officially untethered. Wow. There it is. It's not 100% complete. We're going to be doing lots more work on it, lots more construction as we fly. We hope to find not only more asteroids to gather more resources from for more construction, but we're hoping to find other spaceships and space stations that will perhaps provide additional resources we can use. The fact is, the Void Crawler may never be completely finished. It may be constantly a work in progress. But it is, at this moment, finished sufficiently for us to depart and begin the journey. Here, I'm going to come down before we take off. I just want to tour the ship. Of course, you guys have seen the cryopods and med bays here. Let's go down the elevator. Boyd Boyd played a little bit without me because and he invited me. I was busy, but he did a little work to make everything airtight and ship shape. So the elevator shaft had to be completely reworked because we found out the interior blocks were not airtight. They were leaking oxygen, so that was not going to work. Here's the production bay. Boyd installed a bunch of lighting, so this really looks slick now. This is a beautiful ship. All survival mode, people. We built it one block, one piece at a time. And here we are in engineering. Now, during the flight, I'll be on the bridge, and Boyd will be down here in engineering, monitoring all the ship systems. All right, Boyd, can we pressurize the ship?
Yeah. It's provided you close the airlock behind you.
I did.
Okay, so oxygen tanks stockpile is off.
Look at all those oxygen tanks. You get the feeling that we thought oxygen was going to be super important on this journey.
The funny thing is, we're down to 69% on them, so...
Well, because we lost some when you were testing the seals, right? I mean, we expected that. We knew that in trying to find leaks, some of the oxygen was going to leak out while we were trying to find where the leaks were, so... 69% of this many oxygen tanks, though, still strikes me as an awful lot of O2.
Okay, so we are pressurizing the shuttlecraft bay is not pressurizing. Shuttle Bay Customs Office, 100%. Production floor, 100%. Engineering is at 89.35%.
That's good enough for me.
Now at 100%. Cryo prep room is at 100%. The bridge is at 100%. The crew deck main air vent, 100%. And cryo bay air vent, 100%. So there is a problem in the shuttlecraft bay the shuttlecraft bay with a seal, but I have turned it off. So the shuttlecraft bay is depressurized currently.
All right. Well, for now
We'll get to that later.
the shuttle bay will be a helmets on zone. Helmets are required in the shuttle bay. All right, but first officer, helmets off. Oh, this is really great. Except for a few moments of testing, we've never really walked around with our helmets off.
Now we have to learn to close the doors behind us.
Yeah, that's going to be important. all these airlocks are no longer decoration. They're now very functional. All right, I will proceed to the bridge. Uh-oh. Oh, when I opened the door to the production bay for just a moment, it blinked red at me like I was suffocating, but it's fine now.
It may have to do with the volume of the air in one room and another.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
it may have sucked oxygen out of engineering for the production bay floor, which is bigger.
That makes sense. Okay. Well, it's not a big deal. It was just a blink.
Yeah, I got it too. Bay air vent, bridge air vent, cryo prep, 100%, 100%.
You know, without
Still at 100%.
without the helmets, I don't have my headlights.
Ooh, that's true. Oh. I've not thought of that.
All right. We purposefully went easy on the lighting in the ship because lights create a lot of lag on these larger ships in this game. So
Yeah, the interior lights specifically, not the spotlight so much, but it seems to be that there's something up with the interior lights. The more you add, the more the world seems to lag.
So, well, that's okay. It makes it creates some ambiance. The ship's actually kind of spooky with it as dark as it is.
Yeah.
You know, I'm afraid of the dark, right? So, why I like games about outer space is a mystery.
And that's why the proletariat map was so difficult.
Oh my goodness, that was a map. I'm showing low oxygen on the bridge. I am taking a little bit of health loss. Could we have a leak?
Bridge air vent. I show room pressure is at 100%.
My readings on the bridge are oxygen low, and I am very gradually suffocating.
Okay.
It's not a big deal. I can just wear my helmet while I'm on the bridge.
I'm on my way up to take a look.
To be honest, surrounded by this much glass, it might be a good idea to have the helmet on anyway. It wouldn't take much to create a, to bust out one of these glass window panes and create a leak.
I think the issue may just be like a slightly damaged block that's just not quite.
That could be. Alright, looking for leaks.
The oxygen is high.
Oh.
So I have oxygen high.
My welder did turn on when I pointed it at one of these corner armor blocks.
I have oxygen high all the way through here.
I do now as well. I think I found a damaged one of those metal blocks was needed some welding. Okay, my helmet is off, oxygen high. Okay, yep. I think we're good. I think we're good. Wow. Making a spaceship airtight is kind of tricky.
So while I'm up and running around, I'm going to head down to the shuttlecraft bay before I head back to engineering. I think I know what it is. Your ship that was floating around was kind of in the corner for a while. It probably hit that glass.
Oh, that could be. Yeah, for a long time it wasn't moored properly, so it was bouncing around in there.
So give me 2 shakes.
And the audience at home will note that there is a second pilot's chair back here. Should something catastrophic happen to destroy the bridge, I can evacuate to this secondary bridge and command and pilot the ship from here. I have zero visibility here, but I also have a much more armored and well-protected place here, so that is a fallback position. And should it become necessary to abandon ship and evacuate even the secondary bridge, the captain's ready room is now an airlock, which would allow me to leave the ship post-haste. Unfortunately, it would mean leaving the ship in just my spacesuit, but if anything happens so dramatically that I would have to abandon ship, I may be willing to just jump out in just my underwear without necessarily running to a spaceship. We have tried to plan for every contingency.
Okay, I think I almost got it.
I don't think I've shown the YouTube audience my shuttlecraft, the runaround. It's not quite as elaborate as Boyd's Dragonfly, but it works, and it has a passenger seat, which was a lot easier to build than Boyd's rotating solar panels that move in synchronized fashion. But it's
Interesting. I think I know what it is.
utilitarian.
Okay, so the shuttlecraft will be depressurized zone until I know what it is.
Roger that. That's fine. I think really any shuttlecraft, any shuttle bay should probably be a pressure keep your helmet on zone anyway.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tie the fourth empty button in the customs office, the shuttlecraft customs office, to its air vent, shuttle bay customs office air vent. Depressurize. On. Okay, so all you have to do is run up and hit the button, the third and fourth buttons, and you'll see they're labeled depressurize on, depressurize off.
Okay. Okay, does that mean that we're go for launch?
Okay, that means that we are going to get back to engineering, and we will be.
And the plan is to attempt to drive the ship from first-person view, so my steering will depend on what I can see out of these windows.
I have a feeling we'll be installing some cameras.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right.
Okay, I am back in my seat, sir, and ready to do whatever is required.
Okay, woohoo! Oh my goodness. I'm already cheating. Okay. First officer, can you activate all engines, please?
Can do. Okay, all thrusters are active. We are go.
All right.
We have no idea how fast or slow this ship is going to be, or how responsive it will turn.
This ship hundreds. Okay, this ship is
Do you
four.
have that flight seat as the cockpit?
Oh, do I need to designate it as the cockpit?
Yeah, there's a primary cockpit. You should be able to go into, let's see, flight seat.
Oh, I see.
As main cockpit.
It is now.
Okay. That means that the others cannot use to be steer or.
Okay.
They can't interfere with the ship from engineering.
Not that I'm worried about you backseat driving, but all right. Wow. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. That's a negative. That's a negative on forward.
Negative on propulsion.
Forward velocity. Let's see. I may. Well, it's telling me someone else is using the ship, but I think.
Okay,
I mean, that's.
now do it.
Okay. Trying again. Oh! We are under power. This is working. 10 meters per second and rising. 15.
I just died a horrible death.
Decelerating. All stop. You died?
Yeah.
Because you were out of your seat, huh?
Yeah, because it said that I had to get out of my seat. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to install a different seat. That's kind of weird. Are we stopped?
Yeah. I went all stop as soon as you reported your death. Okay, I am cheating to look around the outside of the ship, but from this view, I can see the Mosquito is outside the ship.
Oh.
It is resting on the starboard glass roof. It's resting on the starboard nacelle, I guess. Wow. That's we didn't go very far. Oh. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna leave the bridge. Let's inspect the ship before we go any further. I'm worried about you having died.
The mosquito is here, but the cicada is gone.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was the cicada. It was your fighting ship.
Oh yeah, it's actually outside of my ship, outside of the void crawler, and it appears to have been mangled. So somehow it blew through the wall, and I can see all the parts like on the ceiling. Interesting. Might want to put your helmet back.
Yeah, I got the helmet on now. Okay, so it was in the bay right there. So it looks. I mean, it's as if it passed through the back wall of the starboard shuttle bay.
Hey, our doors aren't even closing all the way now. Like,
So this is Boyd's shuttle bay, and so the cicada. Well, I can see the cicada would have been docked right here, which means if it came loose when we put the ship under power, it didn't appear to bump into the mosquito or any of your attachments, but it would have had to somehow pass through the solid wall to get where it is now on the other side.
yeah.
That
So it may be that these connector blocks might not be a smart idea. We may have to go with merge blocks.
Oh, that's too bad. The merge blocks are tricky. If you push the wrong button, you can weld your ship to the other ship permanently. I guess it's not permanent. You can go, but it's still a pain. I'm gonna check out.
It's always completely depressurized.
I'm sorry. I'm a terrible captain. That was the port. I kept saying starboard. That was all the port side. My shuttle bay is on the starboard side. Oh my goodness. If there were more than two of us, I'd be court-martialed.
Okay, well, yours. Let's go check yours out.
Yeah, I'm in the starboard. Now I'm actually in the starboard bay. My ships are still secure. They don't look like they've moved. My combat ship I never finished construction on, so it's always looked janky like this. But the Da Vinci appears shipshape. Ooh, this had a big lag spike, but...
Okay, so I think merge blocks are going to be the way to go.
Oh, wow. Okay, should we, Okay, I think I'm going to turn off the recording while we,
Alright, folks, well, we're going back to the drawing board, but we did move like 100 meters.
Yeah,
So it was an official launch.
That's right. I promised you guys we were going to take off today, and we sure did.
Gotta close the doors behind you.
You were behind me. Yeah, we're going to have to work on that. But okay, so I'm outside the ship, and yeah, you can see the Void Crawler is now over here. And it's now over here, and it used to be over there. So the Void Crawler has moved under its own power for the first time ever. Here, I'm standing on I'm standing on the block that the landing gear was on, and now you can see the ship's way over there. So, but you know what? I was really worried that when I pushed on the gas for the first time, it was just gonna shake apart or explode or something. Except for
Kind of did, but
Well, except for the cicada, like, phased through solid matter. That's some serious Star Trek, like, spatial anomaly type stuff. Because even if it wasn't connected by the connector, even if that wasn't steady, it should have just hit the back wall and bounced around and been beaten up. But there's no reason it should have passed through the wall and ended up on the port nacelle. That's weird. But anyway, we did move, and hopefully I'll be able to make another video soon of us moving further. Thank you, and good night, folks.